Greetings wherever you are. I trust this finds you in a great mood and welcome to skill number 17. We're going to talk about build a long-term business, okay? So these are some of the skills you need to consider in case you are intending to make this opportunity a long-term venture that is going to pay you on a daily basis. The first point is you have to build it big, okay? So there is unlimited potential to build a dream life via multi-level marketing. That is one thing you have to consider. There's a very unlimited potential because this is the only place where you have the ability to earn as much money as you wish to earn based on the size of the team that you're building. There is no one who is going to prevent you or slow you down from growing the business or rather from building a huge team. You have all it takes to be able to grow a very big business, and it is your responsibility to ensure that you are able to do that. Okay. Now, the moment you get to do that, the income that you are going to accumulate from this business is going to be unlimited. Of course, we have different ways of income generation, and there are some ways which will pay you up to infinity. Okay, so consider that. The second is start with a big end in mind. Most people in life, they fear to take the next chance, or rather, they fear to take the next step in life because they do not see themselves achieving something that they are thinking of. They do not see a big end in their thoughts, and that makes it very hard for them to be able to make a decision that is going to direct them to that direction of achieving whatever set goals they want to achieve. Most people are scared because they don't see themselves becoming successful. So one of the ways of being able to build a very big business is when you see yourself achieving what you exactly want. When you envision, when you see a big end before you even get started, that is how now you're going to be able to achieve it in a very big way. Because the mind is something that is very powerful. What you keep on thinking about is what you create. So if each and every time you keep on thinking about of yourself as someone who is a failure, that is what you're going just to create. There's this way it is explained. It says that the universe is like the genie. Okay, it listens to your thoughts and it listens to everything, and then it answers back. Your wish is my command. So anything that you keep on radiating into the universe through your thoughts, through the things that you say, that is by word, by thought, anything that you keep on radiating to the outside, to the universe manifests it and gives it back to you. So if you do not see yourself winning it big, then you're making a mistake. You're bringing yourself failure. So that is how it is. Okay. Next, write down exactly what you want and have a dream board. This is a very good one. I like using this a lot. Okay. Now, the reason why you need to write down, there is a reason why paper was invented, paper and pen. There is a reason why paper and pen was invented. You need to write it down. Your mind is not something that is going to remember exactly things exactly the way they happen. So you must write down. You must form a habit of writing it down. The next thing is you need to have what you call a vision board. So what is a vision? A vision board is basically a collection of the things that you want to achieve in life. Okay. So if you want a good house, you put it there. If you want a good car, you put it there. If you want to be able to achieve maybe to go for trips, you put photos of trips there. This one is going to be embedded in your subconscious mind, and then you need to be watching that vision board each and every single day. You need to be looking at the vision board each and every single day. Every time, every day, you have a look at it. Before the first thing when you wake up, the last thing before you go to sleep. Why are you doing that? The moment you do that, you increase your chances of achieving anything that you want to achieve on that dream board, because you put into your subconscious mind the patterns of the things that you want to work on, the things that you want to build on, and this one gives you an added advantage in terms of realigning how your mindset works, how your thoughts are conducted, and things like that. And this one contributes to a greater part of you becoming successful with whatever plan that you're working on. Okay, so remember to write down exactly what you want and have it on your dream board and keep on checking on it every day and keep on working towards it. That is how you achieve great things in life. Next is drive through expensive posh neighborhoods, view expensive cars to trigger your dreams. Okay, of course, they say if you want to become successful, associate yourself with things of success. If you want to become a failure, associate yourself with things of failure. So one of the ways of actually being able to attract yourself to success, or rather keeping your minds and thoughts aligned to creating success, is when you experience things of success. You can go and drive around posh neighborhoods. Just have a look at the houses. Have a look at, even when we are having these real estate shows, go there and have a look at some of the houses that have been built for people who have money. And this one is going to create a certain image in your subconscious mind, and this image in your subconscious mind is going to change the way you look at things, the way your mind is able to make decisions, and the way you basically behave in terms of making decisions towards the future, towards your success, towards your growth and development and things like that. This one is actually very powerful, and this one correlates to having a dream board and writing down your dreams and having them somewhere where you can be able to visualize and see them every single day. So that is how it is. Okay, next thing, get around people who are earning more than you. Get around people who are doing better than you. This one gives you a challenge. This one awakens your subconscious mind. This one makes you see that you need to do more than what you're doing. And this one sets your pace into achieving even greater results. Okay, so try to associate with people who are doing better than you. Try to associate with people who are earning more than you. Try to associate with the people who are actually being able to generate good income that is actually more than what you're doing. And this way, you are going to get yourself that you feel challenged, you feel motivated, you feel like you are pushing yourself. You find out that your subconscious mind will start pushing you automatically towards success, because you will always want to be like birds of a feather, and you wouldn't want to be left out. So that is how it is. Okay, next point, work on your self-development every single day. This is paramount to getting your past to tough days. This is paramount to getting you past to tough days. This is paramount to getting you past the tough days. Okay, so get that eventually, the moment you've started this business, our business is full of challenges, just like any other business. And the reason why our business is full of challenges is because we are trying to restructure people's minds. We are trying to rewire the way people think and the way people act when it comes to success and being able to create their lifestyle, being able to create their own success. So that is now what we are fighting every single day. And that takes a lot of time, because years of conditioning and years of making people think in a different manner is not that easy to change their mindset. So that is now what usually happens. Now, when you start building the business has its stages. We have stages where things are going to go good, things are going to go slow, things are going to be stagnant, and things are going to go very fast. So within these stages where you're going to go through all these, you're going to encounter different things. You're going to be in different situations, and you have sometimes when the times are hard, you need to have that strong mindset to enable you to go through those moments. Okay, so sometimes you get that things are hard, not because you are the one who caused them, or rather because of changes in the society, changes in the stock market, changes, things happen differently, and all these, they are going to affect you. For example, you get that in most cases during election period and during the December holiday, things usually go a little bit slow. That is how things happen. However, you get that if you are able to overcome that, and also during time for pandemics, okay, especially during the COVID period, things went really slow. So you have to be ready to take to have that strong mentality that is going to take care of you and keep you during those hard times, okay? Because that is now when a majority of people usually quit. Majority of people usually think that the business, or rather say that the business is not growing and things like that. So you need to have that strong mind that to help you be able to get through past the tough times. And those tough days will come, okay? So be ready. Next point is work like you deserve big money. Most of the people remain where they are. They are comfortable with the life they have right now because they haven't put into consideration the thought of what do they really deserve in terms of when it comes to success and money. The work that you're putting into the results that you're getting, do you really deserve those results, or do you really deserve to do that work, or do you want to change your plan? Okay, so I usually tell people, make sure you get paid equivalently to the work that you put in. If you believe that the work that you're putting in so much effort, you're putting in so much energy, and you're earning peanuts, and you believe that that is what is enough for you, you're going to live that way. But you believe that you deserve more, you want to achieve more, you will always look for a place where you're going to be appreciated for the kind of work that you're putting in. Now, in network marketing, you get that you're going to be appreciated for exactly what you put in. Network marketing rewards you instantly for what you do, and it also rewards you continually for what you did. Okay, so you get that because of something that you did maybe a year ago or 2 years ago, you're going to earn heavily because of that. Okay, so work like you deserve the big money, and you can get that big money through our business opportunity in the network marketing industry. Okay, next point number 2 is build it right. Okay, so the first thing here is multi-level marketing has 4 phases. So we have the first phase is the prospecting phase. This is where now you're looking for potential business partners to work with, and you're introducing them into your plan. And then you have the recruiting or sponsoring phase. This is now where people are joining the business. And then we have the equipping and mentoring releasing phase. This is now where you're mentoring people on how to learn how to build the business, what is supposed to be done. This is done this way, that way you do it this way. In case ask this question, this is how you respond. The answers are here. You need to read this book and things like that. That is where you're equipping your people to understand how to grow the opportunity. And then lastly, we have the releasing phase. The releasing phase, this is now where you have equipped your prospects, or rather your business partners. They now know what is supposed to be done, and now you're telling them now you can go ahead and start building your business massively, because now they have the skills, they understand the basic activities, how everything should be done, and they are ready to build on the business. Now your work there is to work closely with them, coordinate with them, check out which progress are they making, how far have they gone, and things like that. And then from there now you proceed with building with them. So we have now amateurs, prospect, recruit, and then release. And then business builders, prospect, sponsor, build on them, or rather equip, and then release. So that is what happens. So equip yourself so that you can equip your team. Equip yourself so that you can be able to equip your team, and you get that by doing so, you give your team an added advantage into becoming successful in the business. Okay. So the next thing is that you have to understand that everyone can be a big leg as long as you start them right. Okay, so when you're talking about legs, we talked about we have a business account that is divided into the left and the right, and then we can have the left leg and the right leg. So basically the left leg represents of your left team, or rather all individuals who have joined on your left side of your account. That one we can call it a leg. Okay, and then when you see here, we are talking about anyone can be a big leg. A big leg, it simply means this is someone who is building his team aggressively. There are some people you're going to get into your team who are going to be too aggressive. They're going to even outdo you. And then there are others who are just going to be lazy. You know, someone has joined, they quit immediately. Others, they're going to be like that. It's usually like that. That is how network marketing is. Now, remember, the moment you start the business, and if you set off every person right, they're going to be able to grow the opportunity, and they're going to be able to become successful. So every person can become, or rather every individual can be able to have a very big leg, or rather any person can have a very big leg. Okay, they can be able to develop a very big team if you start them the right way. So that is one thing you need to consider. Okay, so how to start them the right way? You need to get them the tools. They need to have the tools. You need to teach them the basics, basic skills. Already we have done that. You have to do with them at least 10 one-on-ones, or rather you get them through the presentation if they are far. Of course, we have the materials that do this. And on how to do one-on-ones, I used to tell my individuals, my people, like, you go to the presentations that we have, that is the YouTube presentations, or maybe any presentations we have made, and then listen to them day in, day out, until you master everything that we are saying. And through doing that, by doing that, you get that you'll have the concept in your mind, and you can use it to grow your business. So do with them at least 10 one-on-ones for them to be able to start off well. And then our next point is number 4 is your goal should be to have them test some money within their first or other early days. Okay, so of course you get that network marketing has its own time. Every person has have their own time through which they're going to see their success. To some people, they started making money on the very first day. To some people, they made money after the first month, second month, third month, fifth month, sixth month, and so forth. That is how it usually is. Okay, so your goal is to ensure that the people who join you, they are able to learn the skills as fast as possible, interact with their new business partners, and they are able to earn money. Okay, they are able to earn money in the early days. That is how it is. And then on the next thing, focus on the right prospects. Focus on the right prospects. By focusing on the right prospects, you get that number 1, you'll not be wasting time. Number 2, you will not feel exhausted. Number 3, you will not feel discouraged when the people who you believe in don't show any interest with the business. And then the next thing, you will always know if someone is the right person to build on, or if someone is the wrong person to build on. And then you will always have your expectations on check, because you'll be building the business knowing that these are the people that you have that you need to work with, and that is something that is very powerful. Okay, next slide, number 3 is build it long term. Build it long term. Okay, so the first point here is focus on a leg at a time. You have to focus on one leg at a time. You have to focus on helping the person who has joined you. You build on them. You help them be able to get started with your team. You help them be able to continue growing the business like that. So you focus on one leg at a time. Next thing, focus on a region at a time. Start local. Okay, so it is usually advised you start with where you are, where you can be able to reach out to people in the right manner, okay? Starting locally gives you the chance to be able to expand your reach to the right people, and it is also more powerful, okay? So the next thing is you have to focus on a region at a time. When you're starting the business, and depending with how much skills you have, depending with how fast you are, you're supposed to start from a region where you can manage. When they say that focus on a region at a time and start locally, they simply mean start within the regions where you can be able to control. And when I talk about where you can be able to control, it simply means where you can be able to support your people. How are you going to support your people? How are you going to build your people to duplicate? Because that is where now the issue, or rather the challenge usually is, okay? So grow the business based on regions where you can be able to contribute to the development of your team, where you are close to your team. You should not focus on, building the business so far away when you know very well you do not have mechanisms to support people in your team. However, if you do have the mechanisms to support people in your team, especially in this modern era of technological advancement, we have a lot of tools and a lot of things which we can use to help our team be able to grow. If you know you have that ability and power to support your team, then you are recommended to go ahead and keep on building, okay? So that is how it is. And then perfect your skills one by one. Perfect your skills one by one. You have to start with the minimum. That is now, you have to start with the most practical skills that require you practicality. And there are some of the skills which you must build on before you move ahead. For example, if you do not have people to close, then you are not going to be able to build the business, or you're not going to be able to do closing, okay? So for you to have people, you need to learn how to prospect. So you have to start with prospecting. You perfect it. You learn how to attract people to want to come and listen to your business opportunity. You learn how to talk to different individuals like that. So once you've done that perfectly fine, you will be able now to proceed to the next step, where now you can be able to now build on other skills, like now inviting, presenting, and so forth, until you go to the closing as the last skill, okay? So that is how you need to work it out. Make sure you perfect your skills one after the other. The next point is that each new person will be 3 years old one day. So equip them the right way. Every new person who gets to join your business, they will be 3 years old in time to come. They are going to be able to improve. They are going to be able to build on the business. In years to come, they're going to say that they are somewhere. They started from somewhere and they reached somewhere. So make sure that you equip them. If you want to shorten the time through which they are able to create massive success, make sure you shorten the time. Okay, make sure you shorten the time with them so that they can be able to build the business much better. And then the next thing is that understand that success takes time. Understand that success takes time. It is very important you understand that success takes time, and for you to be able to build from one region to another, it requires also energy, it requires effort, it requires input, and all those things, they materialize. You might have started working on this business, you're not seeing the results in your first few days, in your first few months, but as you keep on building, all those activities, they are going to materialize, they're going to come up together, and you're going to get the results that you want eventually, okay? So the next point is that treat each setback as a setup for a greater comeback. Treat each setback as a setup for a greater comeback. I usually say in network marketing, you are either making the results, or rather you are either getting the results, or you're learning. Anything that you experience, encounter in network marketing is a lesson for you to learn. If you're careful enough, you'll be able to see the lesson. If you're careful enough, you'll be able to see where you did wrong and what you can do to be able to improve. That is how network marketing is. So most of the times you're either getting the results or you're learning. You're either getting the results or you're correcting something that didn't give you the results. That is how it is. So each and every time something happens in your network marketing business, be very keen, be ready to analyze. Ask yourself, where did I go wrong? What did I change? What happened here and there? And that way you're going to be able to create massive success, okay? So the next point is draw your structure and look at it daily. Draw your genealogy and have a look at it daily. When you have your genealogy, it enables you to understand how you're going to be able to build your business. Your genealogy is something that is very powerful. It gives you the power and ability to be able to grow your business into something that is much better. Because when you have the structure of your business, you are always calculating, you're always a step ahead, you're always planning and saying, if I do A, B, C, D, which results am I going to get? And that is something that is always very powerful, that is going to enable you to be able to plan yourself properly, okay? Next point, you must know that just like dating, initial enthusiasm fades. It's what you do after the enthusiasm fades that matters. Most people will chase the next shiny object, and true leaders will keep pressing on. So this is something that is very important that I want you to understand. This is something that is very important. So let me elaborate. Most people join network marketing because of the enthusiasm, because they get excited. Okay, a majority of people join because of that excitement. Once the excitement is over, they now start looking at what results do I have from the moment I joined up to where I am. They start realizing they don't have results. They start looking at how big has my team gone. They realize they don't have a team. They look at all those things, and it gets to a point, they become tired. They say, this business doesn't work. It's because their mind is not used to focusing on something for a long time. It's because their mind is not used to building something from zero. They would rather go and get something that is already done. They go somewhere, they work, rather than build something for themselves. That is how their mind is conditioned. Okay, so now most people will chase the next shiny object. This simply means that once they have already joined this business, they will start working on it. They will realize that they are the ones who are the problem, and then they will start complaining, trying to divert their attention and things like that. Eventually they get to a point where they'll stop building the business. Once they have stopped building the business, what happens next? If anything comes, anything that is shiny, anything that promises good results within a short period of time, they are likely to be carried away and go with that. Okay, so they are likely to be carried away and go away with that. So you have to remember that network marketing requires you to become a leader. It requires you to be able to break your comfort zone, go beyond your comfort zone, develop, become a new person. And that is something that most people are not willing to do. Okay, so until you learn to become a leader, you're not going to be able to create a huge team. You're not going to be able to create a 10-figure income, a 7-figure income. You're not going to be able to make all those millions on a monthly basis. So most people look at that and they say that is too much work. I'm not going to be able to do that in the next 2, 3, 4 years. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to look for something else that is a better alternative than network marketing. That is what we mean by they're going to chase the next shiny object. So don't become like those people, okay? And then true leaders keep pressing on. The advantage with network marketing is that you do not get the money until you change. You do not get the money easily until you have changed, until your mindset has changed, until how you think has changed, until how you look at the concept of creating success has changed, because network marketing is now one true business opportunity. You might hear people outside here saying that business is tough and those challenges, but network marketing is now what has the real challenges, okay? And one beautiful thing with network marketing is if you learn the business and you maintain the disciplines, whatever that happens, you will always have the results eventually. This is a business that will pay you forever for what you did, okay? That is one good thing I like about it. So I usually tell people, just spend a few years working on the business tirelessly. Don't give up. Don't look at the results. Keep on building. Keep on working on it. Keep on learning whatever you're supposed to learn. Keep on implementing and applying. And then eventually, you're going to get that you've reached at a point where the business is now going to take very good care of you forever. So that is how it is. Now, people who are false leaders, they quit. They quit very easily. When they don't see the results they thought that they would see based on the little input effort that they have done, they quit because they are not true leaders and they don't have that leadership qualities in them, okay? Next point is focus on being an expert by training and reading multi-level marketing books, okay? So knowledge is power. The more knowledge you have, the more valuable you become in the marketplace. The more valuable you become in the marketplace, the more money you're going to earn. The more valuable you are in the marketplace, the more you're going to attract. The more potential you're going to have, okay? So the more influence you're going to have outside there. Most people join network marketing with the hope of becoming rich very quickly. That is why you see there is a very high rate of people who are quitting from time to time. And that is something that is really affecting a lot of people, okay? So the business itself has different challenges. This business has both challenges you face in the traditional business and has both challenges you face in the modern business. Why? Because as I keep on saying, this is a business that deals with people. You are here to help people's minds. You're here to restructure the way people think, to restructure the thinking of people, the mentality of people, so that you can help them be able to see something that is much, much better. You can be able to help them be able to see the opportunity, or rather creating their own success from a different perspective. That is now what usually happens, okay? So focus on being an expert. You need a lot of knowledge to be able to learn how to build on people, how to guide people, how to help people become successful, and that is what is going to pay you in the very near future, okay? So the next thing is you have to build relationships. you must be able to build relationships. You cannot become successful without building proper relationships. In network marketing, relationships are quite powerful. They give you the chance to be able to connect with people you do not see physically, with the people you do not have there. Okay, so one thing you have to put in mind is that the more relationships you're able to build with these people, the easier it becomes for you to help them be able to succeed. The easier it becomes for you to build on them. That is how it is in network marketing. Okay, so you can't be successful without learning on how to build relationships in network marketing. And then you get that eventually the better relationships you build, the better team you're going to have in the near future. So these are the three main key points. Build it big. Make sure you have that very big mindset of building something that is very big, that is going to take care of you, something of your own. Okay, build it right. No use of shortcuts, no use of lying, no use of manipulative language and things like that. And then lastly, build it long term. You have to ensure that you build it long term. Okay, so now that marks the end of our presentation today, and I believe you have been able to learn a few things that will help you be able to improve as you keep on growing in your business. And remember, network marketing has the ability to give you everything that you've ever wanted. So it is your responsibility. All you need to do is just share the business to enough people, and eventually you will get the right people to join you, and that is how you're going to become successful. So let's meet at the top. Ciao.